As you may recall in my previous video, I did a TV log to celebrate the 35th anniversary of Disney's big hit syndicated tune from 1987, DuckTales. Now, let's talk about the gang from Duckburg in their first feature-length motion picture, DuckTales the Movie, Treasure of the Lost Lamp. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Dual, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 1990 animated adventure fantasy film DuckTales the Movie, Treasure of the Lost Lamp, released by Disney and produced under their Disney Movie Tunes franchise, along with Walt Disney Animation France. The film was directed by Bob Hathcock and Jean-Pierre Quinet from a screenplay by Alan Burnett, who of course has worked on numerous shows and what have you. And of course he worked on The Adventures of the Gummy Bears. Anyway, the film features the series cast of Alan Young, Terrence McGovern, Russi Taylor, and Chuck McCann, along with Richard Libertini, Rip Taylor, and Christopher Lloyd voicing new characters. The events of the film take place between the third and fourth seasons of DuckTales. Anyway, this of course was the first Disney animated film to be produced by Walt Disney Television Animation under the banner of Disney Movie Tunes, and animated by Walt Disney Animation France S.A. And the film was paired with the 1951 Donald Duck short, Dude Duck, for its theatrical release. There was a comic book adaptation that was released at the same time with a cover identical to the theatrical poster. Though the film did get some good reviews and what have you, the film didn't do too well at the box office, resulting in several planned films being scrapped. Alright, let's get into the story. Scrooge McDuck travels to the Middle East to inspect a recently discovered treasure chest in it, which he is certain contains the treasure of the great thief known as Ali Baba. Accompanied by Huey, Dewey, and Louie, Webby, and Launchpad. Although initially disappointed when the chest seems to contain only old clothes, Scrooge is excited when an ancient treasure map is found in the pocket of an old robe. Guided by the thief Dijon, they set out to find the lost treasure, unaware that Dijon actually works for the evil wolf sorcerer known as Murloc, who desires something Ali Baba owned. The group discovers Ali Baba's treasure in a sand-covered pyramid. Webby sees a lamp in the treasure, which Scrooge lets her keep since it does not retain any value. After packing up the treasure for transport, Scrooge and his group are trapped in a room that's full of monstrous scorpions, led by Murloc and Dijon, who steal the treasure. However, Murloc discovers that the lamp has been stolen. He drags Dijon with him to locate it. Scrooge and his friends manage to escape from the pyramid, and with nothing more than Webby's lamp, depart for Duckburg. Days later, the children discover the lamp holds a genie. Ecstatic about his freedom, the genie grants the four children 3 wishes each. To trick Scrooge, he poses as the boys' woodchuck scout friend Jean. Using the lamp's powers irresponsibly, their wishes include a baby elephant, which runs amok through Scrooge's mansion, and a giant ice cream sundae, among other things. Fearful of a bird flying by at night, the genie tells them about Murloc, who used his wishes for eternal life and the destruction of Atlantis and Pompeii, which were both popular vacation spots. Murloc's magic talisman, which allows him to take various animal forms, also overrides the lamp's rules, granting him unlimited wishes. Ali Baba stole the lamp from Murloc and hid it away with his treasure, and Murloc has spent the centuries, ever since, searching for it. The children suggest that they wish for the talisman, but Genie says that this is the only wish he is unable to grant. They must prevent Murloc from obtaining the lamp, or the world will suffer. The next day, Webby uses her last wish to bring all her toys to life, which forces the children to reveal the genie's true identity to Scrooge. Wishing to impress the Archaeological Society at their annual ball, Scrooge wishes for the treasure of Kali Baba and brings the lamp and the genie with him to the ball. He is followed by Murloc and Dijon, who violently ambush Scrooge. In this ensuing battle, Scrooge mistakes a gravy boat for the lamp and leaves the lamp and the genie behind, after which they both fall into the hands of Dijon, who is convinced by the genie to keep the lamp instead of giving it to Murloc. Now I'm going to go ahead and get to the final act and the ending right now, okay? So I'm going to give you 5 seconds right now to stop this video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below. If you've seen the movie already, please continue after the 5 seconds. Thank you, and here we go. Okay, you've been warned. Having wished for Scrooge's fortune, Dijon takes possession of the money bin and other properties and has Scrooge arrested for trespassing. However, Scrooge is immediately bailed out by Launchpad's nephews Webby, Mrs. Beakley, and Duckworth, who agree to help Scrooge set things right. Scrooge, along with the nephews and Webby, infiltrate the money bin in an attempt to steal the lamp, but are stopped by Murloc, who recovers it. With the genie under his control again, Murloc wishes for Dijon to be turned into a pig for his disloyalty, and then for the money bin to become a fortress, which flies high above in the air above Duckburg. When an indignant Scrooge strands him, Murloc wishes him out of his house, and Genie reluctantly raises the wind to send Scrooge to the edge of the fortress, hanging on for dear life. The nephews use a slingshot to knock the lamp out of Murloc's hands, tossing it to Scrooge, who loses his grip and falls towards earth. Murloc recovers his talisman and pursues Scrooge as a griffin, grappling with him in the air. But Scrooge knocks the talisman from Murloc's hand, turning the sorcerer back to normal and making him fall to his apparent death. Recovering the lamp, Scrooge uses his second wish to return himself, his family, and his money bin back to Duckburg. Back in the bin, Scrooge declares that he has had enough of all this wishing and threatens to use his final wish to bury the lamp where it would never be found again. After protestations from the genie and the children, he instead wishes for Genie to become a real boy. Without the genie, the lamp disintegrates and crumbles to dust, and thus removing its magic forever. While the children play with their newest friend, Scrooge discovers Dijon recovered from Murloc's wish, stuffing his trousers with his money, and Scrooge chases him outside and down the street while yelling, Somebody stop those pants! As the DuckTales theme song is heard and the screen fades to black and the credits roll. End of story. Whew. Okay, so what did I think of DuckTales, the movie Treasure of the Lost Lamp? I gotta say, I really loved it. I mean, I've seen this film when I was a youngster, and I have revisited it twice on Disney Plus. Actually, when I first got Disney Plus, this was actually one of the first movies I watched on there. And well, it brought back great memories, and I really do enjoy it. Now, the show includes, of course, the movie includes the theme song and a score by David Newman. He does a real good job on that. Anyway, the film got a lot of good reviews and what have you, but unfortunately, the film ended up being a big disappointment, as it only managed to bring in $18 million. Since it had to face competition from other summer releases, such as Universal's take on another animated property, and that would be Hanna-Barbera's Space Age Family in Jetsons the Movie, which also didn't do too well at the box office. Anyway, I still liked it. It still, however, went on to become a success on physical media. And it's still a pretty fun film. We still got the great cast we know of. Alan Young once again voicing Scrooge, Russi Taylor as Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Webby, Terrence McGovern as Launchpad, let's see, Chuck McCann as Duckworth, and Joan Gerber as Mrs. Beakley. And of course, we have June Foray as Mrs. Farabee. Also with us is Rip Taylor as the Genie, Richard Libertini as Dijon, and Christopher Lloyd as Murloc, which makes that the second villain Lloyd had done for a Disney film after portraying Judge Doom in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Anyway, this film is just a blast from start to finish. I like it. It's kind of like you're seeing, well, Indiana Jones in ways, but with DuckTales characters, though. Most of it starts out like an indie flick, well, one of Indy's adventures, if you get my point. But the rest takes place in Duckburg, and that's all that counts. Makes you feel like you're checking out one of the earlier episodes. But anyway, DuckTales the movie Treasure of the Lost Lamp, it has a good story. It's got the great characters we know and love, plus a few new ones. And a great story and what have you. So overall, would I recommend DuckTales the movie Treasure of the Lost Lamp? The answer is yes. I'd say go for it. If you're into the DuckTales series, then you'll feel right at home with this movie. So let me know what you thought about DuckTales the movie Treasure of the Lost Lamp. Tell me in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And next time I'll be bringing to you another TV log, and it'll be another show that's turning 35 this year. And that'll be My Two Dads. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, consider checking out these other videos that I've done. In the upper left-hand corner is my review for another Disney animated series that recently got turned into a movie, but not quite like DuckTales did, in Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, which I reviewed back in May when it premiered on Disney, which I just learned it won an Emmy. Or go to the upper right-hand corner and see my review of a Disney classic itself, the original Pinocchio from 1940, or go to the bottom left-hand corner and see the TV log I did for the DuckTales TV series itself, the original series that is, which has already done so well. Thank you, everyone, for watching that. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.